People were very mad that King Kong has grown at such a big size. I'm not gonna lie, he's grown a lot, like a little bit too much in a way. But keep in mind, when the last movie that came out on King Kong took place 60 years ago, so he had 60 whole entire years to grow. And the island that he was living on had a whole bunch of radiation under it, thus causing him to grow at a level that is unhuman and just way taller than Godzilla because Godzilla wasn't exposed to any radiation. Like, if you compare him to the other versions of himself from other movies, you can clearly tell he's very tall, at least compared to his other versions of himself. Now, he's meant to typically be around 130 feet, and that's very tall as it is. But now, since Godzilla's a guy that's 760 feet tall, they had to wage his height because why would a guy that's just 100 feet, 100 feet's big, don't get me wrong, but 100 feet is just as big as Godzilla's legs, or even smaller. What is King Kong gonna do against somebody that's 612 feet higher than him? Nothing. None of his punches will work. So of course they have to make him 700 feet because if they don't, then it's gonna be a very unfair fight. That's why King Kong is so tall. Put it bluntly, that's why Godzilla is short compared to King Kong. And of course, he's not that short. I mean, he's not like a complete fucking midget compared to King Kong. I mean, look, just put them two side by side. King Kong doesn't even really even look like an inch taller than him. The only reason he's taller than him is because usually male gorillas, they have that big lump on their head. And, well, he has a big lump on his head. And that kind of made him slightly taller just by an inch. And that doesn't really matter because height has nothing to do with this fight. As you can tell, Godzilla could still kill him. There's no reason why he could not. I mean, his punches will be more effective if he, really just, rings at him. Because keep in mind, too, Godzilla still weighs more than King Kong. Because King Kong is just a giant ape. Don't get me wrong. He weighs a lot. But this is a giant lizard with skin that is unhuman, alright? Skin that nobody has ever saw. It could contain a radiation blast, have Superman's laser hitting him, and still be alive. He could take Hulk's fist and eat them. Well, actually, Hulk can kill him pretty easily, but you know what I mean. And he's even been hit by nukes before, really big nukes, and they did absolutely nothing to him. So, tell me what the hell a giant ape, is gonna do to a giant lizard with reptilian skin that has enough armor on his body to reflect bullets. Which, by the way, King Kong, as far as we know, gets hurt by bullets still, and that's one of his biggest flaws. Because if he gets hurt by bullets, that means he would get hurt by anything that Godzilla has. At one punch for Godzilla, that could literally just make him dislocate his entire jaw because he still has the genetics of a human. He doesn't have the DNA of a human, of course, but he has the genetics of a human. He has basically everything a human has. The only thing he has different from a human is his bone sculpture, and by that I mean his entire head. But that's it, and probably his foot too. Yeah, his foot too. Otherwise, apes are not that far from humans. If you really want to, we actually are apes too. So yeah, even though he is a great ape, of course, because he's still evolving. Actually, I don't even know, because apes not supposed to evolve that much. I think you're supposed to stay at that, but that doesn't really matter. That's besides the point. There's no reason that he should not be growing. He's an ape, all right. Apes grow a lot. Most apes are actually taller than most men that live inside this entire planet, and men usually weigh around to be 6 feet tall. And well, nowadays they're 6 feet tall. Back then, men used to be like fucking 5'8" and considered the strongest people in the world. But whatever. And yeah, typically a man is 6 feet tall and a woman is 5'1" at best. And the guy's probably like 200 pounds or 180 pounds, and the girl's like 101 pound or 90 pounds, whatever. That doesn't really matter. We're not talking about that right now. But let's talk about more on this topic. To put it bluntly, King Kong is supposed to averagely be 130 pounds in every movie, but this time he has to be 700, um 700 feet, my bad, because, well, he's fighting against somebody that if he actually stayed 100 feet would be just as small as his toe. I'm not even joking. And he's still a human, basically. Even though he's not a human, he has the genetics of a human. He can get hurt by anything Godzilla throws at him. So I think since they upgraded his height, I think he's immune to bullets now. And if he's not immune to bullets, then I'm sorry, but how the hell is he supposed to beat somebody that's a god? Like, if he's not immune to bullets, or still can't contain a nuclear blast, and he's not going to have any chance against somebody like Godzilla. Godzilla's gonna fucking deep fry him if he cannot contain a nuclear blast, or even bullets for that matter. Or last time you saw what the helicopters did to him. What if he's just in the middle of that and he gets fucking head cut off? Like, dude, these are the stuff we have to think about, because Godzilla is a god and King Kong is a king, a human still. He's still just an ape. He's just a gorilla. Just a gorilla. He has the genetics of a human, has everything a human has. Definitely not as smart as a human, but he's something like that. And I don't know how he's supposed to stand a chance against a giant mutant lizard that is 700 feet and has the power of a god in it and could shoot lasers out of it, or radiation, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I think it looks like a laser, so I'd call it laser sometimes, but radiation blast out of it, nuclear blast, whatever the hell you want to call it. How is he supposed to hand off against that? Imagine what a propeller can do to him, or bullets can do to him. And then imagine what the hell a nuclear blast that is filled inside this big ass thing hitting him would do. It would have fucking vaporized King Kong. That's enough for this video, guys. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn notifications on. And yeah, if you guys want to see another verse match video, I actually have a verse match and working. But yeah, peace.